Hey, how's it going? We got a video response today for Flint and Steel Survival. He did a video a few days ago, or a couple of days ago, on his grandfather's Ruger single six, and I commented that I'd bought a single six when I was 16. Actually, we went to the gun shop, me and my dad. I handed him the money, and then he handed the money to the guy at the gun shop because I was too young to buy a handgun at the time. But anyways, here it is. It's the second thing I bought after I started working. When I was 16, I started working at a small slaughterhouse. And the first thing I bought was a Remington 700 BDL. It was a 7 mag. I sold that to help pay for my wife's wedding ring. And now I have mixed feelings about it. You know, kind of wish I'd held on to it, but 15 years later, my wife still loves me, so, you know, I guess that was a pretty good investment. Y'all hang tight and I'll get you some close-ups on this pistol. First off, a little bit of gun safety. The first thing you ever do when you're handling a firearm is check and make sure it's not loaded, or if it is loaded, depending on what the case might be. Alright, all 6 cylinders are empty. And here's another cylinder. It's empty. It's very important to know whether or not the gun in your hand is loaded. Alright, Flint, the similarities between my gun and yours, the more I look at it, the more differences I spot. The outline of it is pretty much the same. It's got the same features. The ejector rod housing is aluminum, just as on your gun. The trigger guard and grip frame are also aluminum. I got the wear on there. You can see where that's the aluminum shining through. You can see the side of the frame there. Mine is a new model 22 caliber single six. I believe yours is the original single six. This gun came with 2 cylinders. The cylinder that's in it is for 22 short, 22 long, and 22 long rifle. And then the other cylinder is for 22 Magnum. It's not too hard to change out. Just take out the cylinder rod. Swap the cylinder out. There we go. So that's a pretty cool thing about this gun, and you have the option to shoot 22 Magnum as well. For the differences, the biggest difference is going to be all mechanical. If you look at the side of my frame, I have no screws. I only have 2 pins, both sides of the frame. I'm not sure what year Ruger drastically changed the design of this pistol. If you look at my hammer, it's got those notches in it. Also, it does not have a half cock. It's either cocked or decocked. They had a safety liability, as with many of the single action revolvers back in the day had. If you have a loaded chamber and the hammer is down on it and something contacts that hammer, the gun can go off. I know you said that your hammer, the first position down, is safety, and you might want to check that out. The way this gun is designed, there's a transfer bar that goes between the firing pin and the hammer. When the trigger is pulled, the hammer is released, that transfer bar stays up all the way until that hammer comes down on it and then it strikes the firing pin. Now if I were to cock it, I squeeze the trigger and release the hammer, and I let go of the trigger, that transfer bar moves out of the way before the hammer contacts it. This gun is safe to carry on a loaded cylinder because there's no way that firing pin is going to strike the cartridge. So that's something you might want to check on. just to make sure it's safe. Well, there's my single 6. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all check out Flint Steel Survival. Got a pretty good channel going. He seems pretty new to YouTube, and I think I'm a little bit newer than he is to YouTube. So I'm still trying to get all this stuff figured out. And I appreciate all the views, comments, and thank y'all for watching. After I shot the video, I found the box that the pistol came in. I still got the owner's manual. Ruger new model single 6. It also had a pamphlet in here. I must have lost it, but it explained the differences between the original single 6 and the new model. And they had a program where you could ship it into them, and they would modify the original version to make it safe to carry on a loaded cylinder. As far as collector value, the gun is probably worth more if it hasn't been modified. I also found the sales receipt. October 5th, 94. That was one day before my 17th birthday. A grand total of $162.62. I don't think you can buy a Ruger for that price anymore. Well, like I said before, thanks for watching.